guys, today is Saturday, September 2nd. Can you even believe it? I know I say that in every single video. I wanted to touch base today to go over a few things with you about flowers. Now, I know I show you the same flowers all the time. I show you a lot of zinnias and a lot of cosmos, but today we have some new cosmos that are opening. They're opening late because I ordered them late, I planted them late, but miraculously they still showed up. And a few of them are so special that I wanted to share them with you. And I should have done it at a time of the day where the light was more favorable, but as you know, we were so caught up with harvesting food today. I had a beautiful harvest, so it's going to be a whole other video about what happened in the back of the vegetable garden today. But let's walk around and look at some of my favorite cosmos, so you can be prepared to get your orders ready while a lot of the seed companies are now starting to throw sales. And you'll see this probably after the sale happens, but like right now, Park Seed is doing a flat rate shipping, which is a good deal because they have a lot of things that you can't get anywhere else. Specific Parks seeds like the Parks Whopper tomato and the Parks Whopper cucumbers and the Parks Whopper bell pepper. They're all specific to them. And normally they charge shipping according to the size of your order within tiers. So right now it's a flat rate of $2.99. And like I said, that sale will probably be over by the time you see this video. But if you sign up for their email list, you'll get an alert for the next sale. And they do run flat rate shipping and other sales from time to time. So Park Seeds is a vendor that you should sign up for, as well as Botanical Interest is doing a Labor Day sale right now with free shipping. And as you know, Baker Creek always has free shipping. And some of these cosmos seeds are from Baker Creek, they're from Botanical Interest. So I'm going to show you the seed packets as we walk around and we look at the beautiful cosmos that are, oh my gosh, I can see these from my window, and I couldn't be happier about this. It has been like a surprise for me. So let's first talk about this beautiful pink cosmos that we have here. So this first flower here, honestly, I'm not really certain, and I didn't realize while I was ordering these flowers from Botanical Interest, they might be the same flower, and maybe they're selling them as two different things. One package shows the petal opening in a beautiful funneled pattern, and I've noticed these flowers do open funneled, but then they look exactly the same in colors as soon as they're open. So now the botanical name is Cosmos bipinnatus, and it's the same name on both packages. So maybe it's the same seed and they've packaged it differently. But nonetheless, if you're looking at Botanical Interest or you find another vendor who offers this blend of cosmos, this is something that is definitely worth owning. Now, right now, like I said, if you sign up for free shipping or for email alerts from Botanical Interest, through the year they offer free shipping, and sometimes there's certain stores like Sprouts Farmers Market, they have turnstiles of Botanical Interest seeds in their store. Now these are $1.99 a pack, and this is a great deal because once you start to grow cosmos, you never really have to buy seeds again. So let's turn the camera around and have a closer look at this beautiful variety of cosmos, which is quickly becoming one of my favorites. And it's the first time I've grown it this year. I just couldn't be happier. Like I said, I planted this variety very late in the season, and not really anticipating what it was going to do. Some of these flower stems are coming up to be over 6 feet tall. They have a lot of stems and buds on them still, and they are just really incredible while they open. Now, this color here sort of reminds me of the candy floss a little bit, which again is probably the same flower. It's really hard to understand how they come to the decision of, you know, what these flowers are going to be called and how they're related to each other. But see, you can see the funneled petal as it opens. Really, really, really gorgeous. But this one in particular has just been this beautiful pale pink color, and it's just so like rewarding to see it open up. There's these beautiful little button buds that form at the tops of this beautiful frilly foliage that it grows on, and I really, really love it. So I'm seeing it in 3 colors in this, I don't know what you would call this, maybe some type of a magenta or, you know, beautiful, beautiful color. This is like a pale lilac pink. Here goes some more over here. You can see the funneled petals, really, really beautiful. But then they just open wide and then they're flat. So I think that that is the same flower, that they're just, you know, marketing it in different ways. Now on the other side of the yard, I'm growing it in white. So I'll take you back and show you. This one here is going to be a white one. Look at this beautiful little button bud sitting up here. Definitely one of my most favorite flowers of the year. I always wait until the hottest point of the day when the sun is shining in its absolutely most unflattering angle. I have to start to take a better advantage of the morning light and the evening golden hour. But let's have a look back here at this arch that we built late in the season, because the Dr. Witchies, which is, a whole other video is coming, you guys, about how many tomatoes. You would think it was spring back here. It's incredible. But I plant flowers in every single vegetable bed. So I'm here where we built the extra Dr. Witchies and mortgage lifter for the 2 tomatoes that we had left over. So I threw in some cosmos and zinnias over here, and it was one of the best things I could have ever done. So when I planted this either Sensation or Seashells variety of the cosmos, I really didn't know what color, because you really can't tell, it's a blend. But I threw a few back here and ended up with these gorgeous white ones, and they're very large. They're very, very beautiful. The butterflies love them, and they do require some staking. They grow very, very, very tall, but if you keep deadheading them, they will continue to come back. This white one in particular, I'm going to be sure to grab seeds from it, because this white one here, oh, just so beautiful. Taking me for a walk here, Farmer John has come to retrieve me, because we are in the process of building a walkway that we meant to show you the progress of yesterday, but I'll touch base on this on a separate video. But this was a lot of work yesterday. Farmer John put in this nice straight edge. It's about 110 feet of edge. So we're getting ready to move the walkway and open up beds to transfer perennial flowers that we're splitting, and we're creating a whole new garden. Okay, what you got going on?
So I'm about to put down this step right over here.
Okay.
So right in the middle.
All right.
If you're looking, I just want your approval as far as next steps and how you want this to go.
Okay, let's do it.
Okay.
So the next flower that I'll be showing you is this beauty here. The Fizzy Rose Picote, or Picotee, depending on how you'd like to pronounce it. I don't know, I'll call it both things every single time, but this has been a beautiful flower that shows up in several different variations of striation and border. Really, really gorgeous. And you can see this one here is a Baker Creek heirloom seeds, which offers free shipping all year long. So let's turn the camera around and have a closer look at several of these flowers in different areas of the garden that have been the highlights of some of our videos. They're all my favorite. I'm going to say it again, one of my favorites. Now this beauty here offers a little bit more of a smaller flower, but it comes in various shades of pale yellow. This flower is the Japanese Kiro. Again, Baker Creek heirloom seeds, and it comes in various colors, which is sort of mixed in almost with a little bit of an apricot lemonade. You can see here on the end picture. Hopefully this is coming in clear, but lots of variations in this packet. What I think is just basically another blend of cosmos. All of the butterflies love all of the cosmos though, so every single cosmos is worth planting. You can see Back here is more of a white variation, and this is just a smaller flower than that sensation mix that I was showing you. They're more petite, but they're very, very beautiful. So the next variety here is apricot lemonade, and you can see in the picture from Baker Creek Heirloom Seeds that this flower offers various faded shades of pink and yellow on the same petal, and this is really, really beautiful. This takes a while to show up in the garden, so plan on at least 100 days before you see it in a climate like where we are here in New Jersey. If you have a warmer climate, you'll probably see it sooner, but another cosmos worth growing. The next flower we'll be looking at will be the Xanthos cosmos, which you'll see as we look at the flower directly is more of a yellow, and it has a much larger stamen than the Kiro. But this grows basically in the same pattern, and it's just all a variation of the Kiro and the apricot lemonade, but just slightly different, and it adds a nice contrast to the garden. So let's have a look at that one. Now we're going to walk back to some of the Bright Lights Cosmos, one of my absolute favorite flowers. This is the very first cosmos that I've ever grown, and I had said in previous videos that you can harvest these seeds and you will have them forever. Same thing with some of the other cosmos flowers are a little more difficult to harvest the seeds from, but I'm going to go over that in another video with you. But you can see all of the different shades of orange and yellow it comes in. You really cannot find a more beautiful flower, especially at the golden hour of the day, because they grab every bit of light. And I'll say again, here we go, right on time. The pollinators love them. So the next beautiful option we will be looking at is Candy Floss Red. Now this gorgeous flower is really more of a deep pink fuchsia color and not actually red, but it grows a very large flower with a beautiful bright yellow stamen. Wonderful for the pollinators. All of these cosmos are a great addition to the garden. So let's turn the camera around and have a look at them up close and personal. This is another flower variety that I can see growing from my kitchen window. They're very, very large. You can see how they fit into the palm of my hand. Really beautiful. And you can get the candy floss through several vendors. This one, as you can see, was from Baker Creek. Today is a much warmer day than yesterday, but it's still really beautiful. We're having low humidity here in New Jersey as we work on projects all weekend, and we have so much happening in the garden. Like I said, it feels more like spring than it does autumn to a certain extent, because there's so many butterflies and there's so many flowers and so many vegetables showing up. But as I said, with some of these flowers, I had sowed their seeds very late in the season because I saw them in the catalog late. Now, one that I just planted is new seed for me this year, and I'm very repetitive. I couldn't be happier. This is most definitely a flower you will want to own. You know, I would say it took probably less than 100 days to show up, but oh my goodness, look at this flower. Let's turn the camera around and have a look. Now, when I saw this double Dutch rose in the online catalog, I thought, wow, could this flower really actually grow like this and be a cosmos? It reminds me a lot of a bachelor's button or even some type of an aster. So I was really surprised to see it, and I thought, why not? Let me give it a try. Let's see what happens. And wow. So here it is. Absolutely gorgeous. It has so much character. All of its little petals are turned and fluted, and it is truly a ruffled flower. The button head blossom on top starts the same as a traditional cosmos, and it starts to open very, very tight. And it really does look like some sort of a mum or an aster, and then, you know, this happens. It just starts to unfold, and it gets bigger and bigger as it goes. Now, I was so surprised to see this. I wanted to try to capture it at golden hour because of the color. The pink is just amazing. And the butterflies have been over here all over it, and it grows on the same lacy type stem, and there's multiple buds and blooms. Look at all of these bud heads on here, on these stems. Wow. So you're going to get your money's worth. Look at the butterflies. So, I mean, everything really loves it. And again, it's going to get nice and tall. This one here is probably 5 feet tall. Just, we're going to see flowers from these until frost probably. So I'm gonna get some focus here for you. The camera wants to look at something else. But yeah, this was so worth the investment. I'll have these flowers in my garden forever. Now, of course, I don't have these growing yet, but when MI Gardener did his epic 50% off sale, I went on and bought every cosmos that I could get my hands on, as well as many new zinnia varieties. So we'll have to wait for those until next year, and I know that's going to come around rather quick. So, by the way, you guys, if this is your first time stopping here, my name is Lee. Welcome to our backyard garden, where we cover garden content. We do some projects, we do a little bit of shopping, and we're a basic lifestyle channel, and we're never afraid to talk about just being living spirits and living people and how we can be better to each other and be better to this planet. So if you have not subscribed to our channel yet, we wish that you would consider doing so. Please hit the notification bell so you never miss an upload, and stay tuned for more garden content. Thanks so much for spending the day with me on this walk looking at beautiful cosmos flowers, and I'll see you guys in the next video. To open. They open funneled like this in this beautiful, just had a bee attack. Sorry. Sorry about that. Let me start over.